Alright, boys and girls, the Solo Telecaster Deadman's kit is now done. I had a little trouble with the nut. I swapped it out to a bone nut and had a little bit of a problem on the B string to where it kind of sounded a little bit dead. Found out that the side walls of the nut were a little bit too tall and ended up fixing that because basically I had to make this nut myself. I bought the blank and had to cut it and everything else. It wasn't that hard to do or anything. It's just kind of like, a lot of filing, a lot of sanding. Not a big deal. But that's the name of the game when you work on or build your own guitar or kit. Now, this is called the Deadman, as you can see. I know you guys give me shit for the rub-on poly and the glaze coating, but I'll tell you, really fucking came out nice. Came out really, really nice. And you can see my reflection in the wood really good on top of the body. The sides have got the wipe-on poly. I know you guys give me crap about that too, but you know what? It's not a bad looking finish when it's done, especially if it's done right. Got a nice gloss to it. You can kind of see a little bit of reflection on the angle part. The only spot that I had a little bit of a bitch with is the binding right here. There's a little bit of a wave on the top of the binding. And I tried scraping it down, but I didn't want to thin it out to where the binding was going to look funny on the front. So I just got it down as much as I can get it down without fucking it up or anything. This side came out fine. If you see where the P90 is, alright, kind of see that there's a little bit of a gap there. That gap, focus, there you go. That gap is because of the width was already cut out from here to here was already cut out. I had to cut out from the top to the bottom a little bit. I had trimmed the bottom off to get the P90 to slide in there without any problems. Now, if you remember, this kit was a pick guard with a single coil, what they call that, lipstick, chrome lipstick pickup. Now it has a Wilkinson's, it's a P90 NOS classic P90 soap bar single coil, and it is a 7.8 ohm pickup. The bridge pickup is a Dragonfire Tele or Hot Tele Rails, is what it's called, humbucker. Fits in a single coil opening, and this is also splittable, so I didn't do it, but the wires are in there to do so. And you can kind of see the three-way selector switch. I put the bullet on there, and all I did was take the plastic knob that was on there, sanded it down really good to get the bullet end to slide over it tightly, and then glued it in place. Not too crazy about the 3 saddles, but it intonated and works fine. Now the nut on this thing, I had a lot of work to do on it. Swapped out the plastic nut to a bone nut, and what I ended up doing with it is I really had to sink them down into the top of the nut to get the action height really low at the first fret. And then I had to skim the top of this thing quite a bit in order to get the strings to sit on top of the nut, not in the nut. Upon doing so, the B string I ended up messing up a little bit, where it was kind of sounding a little bit dead. So I had to take that area down a little bit more. The nut is not wavy, it's even all the way down. It has a little bit of an arch to it, and now the B string works fine. I did plug it in a hangout today, and I like the way this thing sounds. These two pickups mixed together, they sound good. They don't sound bad at all. Got the bullet inlays on the fretboard. I really wish I could have did all of the dot inlays with them, but this area here, frets were too close together. I really couldn't squeeze them in. I didn't want to mix and match the bullets because I'm using these are all Colt 45s longs, got a maple neck, spalted maple top. I think it's a basswood body, I want to say. You flip this thing around. Try not to hit the ceiling with the headstock. Stock tuners, not a big deal. They're staying in tune and it's holding up pretty good. Now the truss rod in this thing is, it goes both ways. You can either you bow it backwards or adjust it for relief. Now you can see there is a reflection in it, so it's not faded or it's not a matte finish. It is a gloss finish. So that's the artwork. I also signed my name on the back of it. So EJC 2016, which today is New Year's Eve. It is about 2 o'clock in the morning right now. So I finished this thing before 2017. And that's what I wanted to do. Now you look at the sides and everything, and you look at the back of it, and you see that there's a lot of inconsistency in the color. As far as that's exactly the way I wanted it. I like a natural wood tones as far as like wood stain and stuff goes. You know, around here we ended up painting all the woodwork and all the trimming white. I hate that shit. I like the colonial look. I like the way the wood looks. You know, this shit here is basically how I wanted this to be. Kind of a old barn, rustic, uneven toned color. Just like what I did with the Angel guitar at the back of that one. Same thing. Yeah, I got a lot of crap in this room to get rid of. There's the workshop. Tools on the wall. Bunch of cans and shit all over there. Got your machining shit charts. It's a workshop. So anyways, that's about it. I wish everybody a happy new year. And so long to 2016. Hello 17, all right? You guys take it easy. Have a good one.